Hey, what's going on, people? So real quick, I think I figured something out at the beginning of the video. Just sit there with a stale ass look on your face for a couple seconds so the stupid thumbnail won't look like you're fucking doing something stupid. Anyways, so I went down and saw my sister today in San Clemente. We went and had lunch on the pier. My dad was there, my stepmom, my two nephews, and my brother-in-law as well. But it was a good day. I think it might have been the first day that I felt kind of normal, in quotations, normal. Since this whole thing happened. Like, I just got a good night's sleep. I woke up, got ready, took my time, whatever. I didn't really feel like I necessarily something was missing for the first time. Because every other morning that I woke up, it was almost like I would wake up and be like, oh yeah, this is my life. But there's kind of a little bit of a reason behind that, I think. Now, I fully understand no contact. You're not supposed to contact. You're not supposed to do this. You're not supposed to do that. Whatever, right? I've always been of the mindset rules are meant to be broken, I guess. So, last night, I was sitting there, just pondering everything, and I didn't want to get back inside my own head, I was almost a little bit scared to do that. Not scared. That's a wrong word. Not prepared to do that, if that makes sense. That was the last week or whatever. It was a lot. You know what I mean? It was a lot. It took me to places that, like I said, it was like a fucking acid trip, or almost like I was drugged with ayahuasca or something. I don't know. It was very, very profound, and at the same time, there was a lot of uncertainty and but things were becoming so unbelievably clear to me. Just the entire big picture of my situation, the situation that the world is in, situation this country is in, just religion, spirituality in general, energies, frequencies, just everything was just very I would think of something, and then I would go on the internet and I would start researching it a little bit, and then I would kind of start thinking about it in my own head, and then research a little bit more, and then a question would arise in the same realm of the same topic, and it was a crazy situation. Anyways, last night I kind of started feeling myself start to do that, and I was like, fuck, I guess I just couldn't, because in the last week, I'm not even joking, I probably got maybe 20 hours of sleep. Maybe. There was a point where I was, besides little cat naps where I fall asleep while I'm sitting there, there was a point where I was awake for 3 days. I wasn't even on anything. Just awake for 3 days. I just could not sleep. Every time I tried to lay down, my brain would just start racing. So anyways, I wasn't prepared to do that again. So I texted the narc, and basically what I said was, and this is not verbatim, but I basically said, like, I am fully aware that I'll never get closure from you, and I don't expect that anymore. Like, I'm past that. You may not think you are who you are, and I may be wrong, but I know one thing for certain. Everything that I've looked at and everything that I've researched or whatever, that I am willing to wager everything I have plus some on the fact that this is exactly what you are. And if I'm wrong about that, so be it. But one thing that I can be for certain is you're extremely toxic. And I told her, I said, I'm not saying this to try to beat you up. Like, I'm past all that. I told her, in fact, to be honest with you, I don't really even think about you, which I still do, obviously. But I said, I don't even think about you because I didn't want to give her that energy. You know what I mean? I didn't want to give her that. I wasn't trying to give anything away in the text. I was just trying to be very matter of fact. But I said, I know I'm never going to get closure from you, but I'm giving you my closure. Okay? My closure is, we are done. You're never going to hoover me again. You're never going to get me back in your good graces. There's nothing you could say, nothing you can do, not a move you could make. You couldn't give me the stars, the sun, the sky, the earth, and all the planets around it. I still would reject it. You could give me $1 billion and I would still reject it. And I believe it. You know, that is real. There's nothing on this earth or beyond that I would put myself back in that situation. Fuck that. But anyways, so I basically, you know, and I'm giving you the cliff notes, you know what I mean? Like, I threw other things in there. But the bottom line is I was basically just kind of saying goodbye, which was not easy. It was fucking hard. But I feel like I, like, absoluted that. Like, I feel like before that, there was something in my mind, something in my heart, my soul, in my blood, whatever, that was, like, oddly enough, like, still holding out hope or something. Even though I didn't have hope, and even though I was beyond pessimistic and negative about her and the situation and what she did to me and all kinds of shit. But before I did that last night, I guess I can't. I'm trying to put a finger on it, and I guess I really can't. So, but after I sent that text, and I'll be honest with you, I sat there for 3 to 5 minutes just looking at the send button, you know, like, once I was done saying what I wanted to say. And I know a narc, she probably wouldn't even read it at all, which is fine. She probably has me blocked, which is fine. I didn't try to call her. I sent it more for me. I didn't really send it for her, right? It was just me getting that last piece out. Like, I got to say the final word, I guess, you know? And then I told her, I said, because of the way you've treated me in the last, you know, week or 2 weeks, the things that you have said to me and the way you've been to me, I am blocking you. I will never unblock you. If it gets where you get through, I will change my phone number. It doesn't matter. I don't want to have contact with you ever again. And I mean that, you know, I just I don't care to deal with her anymore, you know, like. So anyways, I think that's why I fucking kind of slept so good, and I, like, woke up, like, you know, I mean, obviously I missed my girls, I missed my kids fucking terribly, but I can't, you know, I can't control that. I can't. And, you know, I think that's one thing that I've really come to grips with and come to terms with over the last 2 months is that there was a lot of things that I tried to control that were out of my control. And it was frankly stupid for me to try to control it. But at the same time, I thought that I did have control over it when in actuality, I obviously really didn't. But I felt like I did. I felt like I had a sense of control, you know, like power, I guess. And, you know, a power dynamic in a narcissistically abusive relationship is one that, you know, you are constantly trying to take your power and your control back, and they're doing everything they can to keep it. And it becomes a forever power struggle. There's a power struggle for you to try to get them to understand what they're doing and the things that they're saying and how they're affecting you. And they're trying everything they can to not hear you, not accept it, and not let you in, or not let what you're saying into their world. But I think it's, for me anyways, not, you know, everybody makes their own decisions, but for me, it was necessary for me to have that last word or to say goodbye or whatever fuck you want to call it. My closure, whatever it was. But it wasn't easy. And I don't think I could have done it before last night. I hadn't even really thought of doing it, to be honest with you. The first time I thought about doing it was last night. And it was only because I felt myself going down a rabbit hole. And I was like, fuck, I can't do that. I don't know if there's a right way to get through this, you know. I don't know if there's a right way to get, you know, like, I don't think there's any shortcuts. But I feel like by sending that text last night, like, I did take some power and control away from her. Because the way I felt I was speaking, the way I felt, or that I was texting, not talking, but texting, there was a certain level of assertiveness that I had in my tone in the text that was like, you know, this is not coming from a place of like, I'm sad about this. This is coming from a very matter-of-factly, absolute, this is just the way it is now. And you might have got this ball rolling. Thank you for getting the ball rolling. That was the best gift you could ever give to me. And I actually did say that in the text, too. That was one of the things I said. Like, you know, you got the ball rolling for us. Thank you. I could have never done that. And I'm glad, because that's the best gift you could have ever given me. I know that's going to fucking sting. And I'll be honest with you, I hope it does. And I hate that I feel like that. I really do. But then I don't hate that I feel like that. Like, you fucking deserve it. You did me fucking dirty. You like... There was a certain level of sympathy that I had for them for some dumb reason. Like, that sympathy is fucking gone. Fuck that. Fuck. Ugh. Anyways, I'm trying to keep this short, so I'm going to wrap it up. But yeah, that was my going-ons. I'll tell you what, today I didn't think about her one time, I mean, in a good way. Every other day I did at certain points. There were certain points where I blamed myself. There were certain points where, like, you know, if there was something I could have done or something I would have said, or is there a way to get through a narc? Like, you know what I mean? Stupid fucking just dumb shit where it's just the trauma bond. You know what I mean? It's just the, I mean, they hook into your brain so fucking hard and deep that, but I think one thing you have to do is just realize when it's you and when it's not you. I think that's another crucial aspect, because you have to realize they've got their hooks in you still. Even from a distance, they got their hooks in you. That's what kept you acquiescing to them for so long, is that they put their hooks in you. You think those hooks just come out when they... No. Those things stretch as far as the eye could see and 1,000 miles past that. You know what I mean? So you go to the other side of the world and I'm sure those hooks will make it out there. So you just have to know, like, wait, this is not me. This is not how I really feel. Is this how I felt a minute ago? No. You know, like, what changed? You know, they changed the synapses in your brain. They changed the routes, the paths that your brain goes. I mean, literally, they change your brain makeup, like your neural pathways. They change it. That's so fucking sick, dude. Oh my God, that's so sick. Like, to really think about that a fucking human being would do that to somebody else is fucking disgusting. And then use it under the guise of love. That's what's crazy. Anyways. Everybody have a great night. Have a great day wherever you're at. I appreciate you. Like I said yesterday, if you do like it, hit the like. If you don't like it, don't hit the like. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. I personally am not into that, and it doesn't matter to me. But it is important to me because I want other people to be part of this. Not for me, you know. It's mainly for yourselves and for each other. I've gotten so much out of this personally. I hope everybody else does too. Yeah, I mean, I've been like a little bit emotional today, like not like crying, just a little bit emotional, like just because for the first time in a very long time, I feel like I actually really, like, I've always appreciated people and stuff like that. Like, not like that, but like, I really like found, or like it clicked in my brain of like like my gratefulness for people around me, even people I don't know, you know, even people on YouTube now. Like, you know, I consider some of you my friends. Like, you guys are like just good, genuine people, and like those are the people I want to surround myself with. And you know, like my sister, like we're very close. We weren't always very close, but today we were like talking about old times, reminiscing and shit, and like it just made me feel so good, you know. Like my roommate called me, he's like, "Hey man, what have you been up to?" Blah blah blah. Like, you know, like he's just a great guy. He's a good guy. Like, he helped me out, and like, you know, he cares about me, and that's important. But you have to care about yourself first. You have to take care of yourself first, and then you start. So I think maybe since I've started taking care of myself, like I started working out again, I'm trying to eat a little bit better. I gotta quit smoking, but whatever. Well, I don't need to open up that can of worms so I get a bunch of, yeah, quit smoking. Blah, blah, blah. Listen, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. Nobody's gonna tell me to stop. But I just wanted you guys to genuinely know I do appreciate all of you. I really do. And anyways, see you guys tomorrow.